fruit by the foot away. I think that's what you just said.
Fruit by the foot away.
What did you say?
I did say fruit lay. Fruit away. Fruit away. I don't know.
Hey, everybody. It's Zillennial Meets World, a podcast where everything really is all fun and games.
She's here with me, Jordan.
I'm mad at her, and I'm not introducing her.
That's
Taylor.
crazy.
Hey, Taylor.
That's crazy.
My friend.
Normally, she's my op, but today she's Jordan's op.
Yeah, she decided she wanted to be my op today for some reason.
I'm mad at you.
Seems weird.
All right. Today, we're going to be uncovering what happened to the prize inside of our box cereals and, other snacks of choice.
Yeah.
While also playing a fun little Jeopardy-style Little Debbie game that Jordan will be hosting today.
Woohoo.
Little Debbie.
Nobody's cheering for you.
I'm cheering for me because I'm excited to host.
I'm still your friend, Jordan.
Thanks, Taylor.
You're my hun.
Whoa, we're on air. Let's not.
Sorry.
let's
It's
not-
private.
no
info.
flirting
That's fine.
on
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that's my bad.
All right. Well,
All
you're
right.
hosting, so
Take it away, host Jordan.
This is amazing. So they have a board numbered 1 through 10.
By they, she means Becca.
Yeah, Becca is holding the board numbers 1 through 10. They're competing. They're going to go back and forth and pick a number. Whoever gets it right last gets to pick the next number. But they're only each worth 1 point.
You're explaining this crazily.
Whoever gets it right gets to pick.
Yeah.
Keeps the round. Keeps the
Yeah.
round. Yeah. You said last, and it sounded like you want to be last to answer.
You
But
knew what
I
I meant.
understand what you mean.
Let's
yeah.
rock, paper, scissors
Yeah,
to see
rock,
who
paper,
controls the
scissors.
board.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Becca got it.
Becca won.
All right, I'm starting us off with number 10.
Number 10. Okay. I'm going to be reading an AI generated description of each of the Little Debbie's treats.
And Taylor, we're not writing down. We're just saying it out
We're
loud.
just saying it out loud. Okay. Yeah. Don't.
Whoever
need
gets
this.
it first, because that's how we control the board.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So number 10, tender spiraled chocolate cake.
Swiss
Cakes.
rolls.
What'd you say?
I think she said it. She's right.
She said zebra cakes. I said Swiss roll.
It is
Yeah.
Swiss rolls.
Woo! I love a Swiss roll. I have 1 point.
Taylor leading early.
Yay.
Taylor, you have control of the board. What do you want?
Give me number 4, please.
Okay. Number 4, soft, chewy cookies topped with
Oatmeal.
Cream pies.
We're
No.
wrong.
soft, chewy cookies topped with a layer of caramel and crispy rice, all wrapped in a fudge coating.
Do you know what this is?
No.
A cookie with caramel wrapped in fudge.
A fudge round.
No.
It's giving that Girl Scout cookie.
But that's not Little Debbie.
I know. But what does Little Debbie have that is similar to that?
I'll give you a hint. I never heard of this one in my life.
So how are we supposed
like,
to know it?
well, you might.
Does
you
it have
guys
the
might-
word caramel in the name?
No.
I have no guesses.
Yeah, I think we're drawing blanks.
All right. So this is a no pointer.
Yeah.
It is Star Crunch.
Yeah. I'm
I've
never
seen
gonna
them.
get that.
I've seen them.
I don't even think I've
known.
ever seen them, but I thought maybe one of you might know your Little Debbie's better than I.
I wouldn't have known because I would have never picked that at the store.
That's fair.
All right, give me number 2, please.
Okay. Number 2, fluffy yellow sponge cake
Zebra
layers.
cakes.
Yes.
Nice. You've been waiting for that.
I would think I was just going to keep saying it
Zebra
until
cakes
it was
until it
right.
was.
Zebra cakes is
All
at
right.
the forefront of her mind.
1-1.
Number 1, please.
Number 1.
1-1-1. It's an
Okay.
angel number.
Soft yellow sponge cake paired with vanilla cream, a strawberry flavored filling,
Strawberry shortcake.
and
Strawberry.
dipped in sweet white icing.
Strawberry Swiss rolls. Strawberry.
You're like really close. Like I don't
Strawberry
know.
cake.
I don't know if I should give it to you or not. Because
Strawberry pound cake. Strawberry.
go back to what you were saying more in the beginning.
Strawberry zebra cake. Strawberry Swiss roll. Strawberry Swiss. Strawberry swirl.
You were closest on your first 2 guesses.
Do you have guesses? I can picture what it is. I just don't know what it's officially named.
No, I don't think I'm going to get it exactly right. So I'm just going to not say strawberry a bunch of times. If we're looking for the exact answer, it's not coming.
Should I give a point for the closest? You were really close.
No, because then I'm just going to say strawberry shortcake. And where does that leave us?
That's true.
I think we're out of guesses.
Okay, fine. No more
All right.
guesses.
It was strawberry shortcake rolls.
I
said
did really
strawberry
say
short-
that. No, I didn't say it.
You
but-
didn't. You it was like you had it and then you said a different word and then you switched the words and I was like, you're right there.
Yeah.
But not quite.
And it sucks because I don't even I would say, oh yeah, give it to her, but strawberry shortcake roll is not the same thing as a strawberry shortcake. So I
No,
feel like you can't.
I know.
I did say
that's-
strawberry roll.
You said
I think.
strawberry
That's not-
roll, but I feel like the shortcake was crucial in there.
All
I
right.
agree.
No
I think
point. No point. No
I think
point.
each word is too much of a part of the definition.
Yes,
to-
I agree.
All right. It's still 1-1.
All right. I guess I still have control of the board. I'm just going to do number 5.
All right. Soft swirled sweet bread made with cinnamon and covered in a
Honey
sticky
bun.
sweet glaze.
Sticky bun, honey bun.
Honey bun.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. 2-1. Becca's ahead.
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. A cookie version of the classic dessert. 2 soft sandwich
Oh, milk cream
cookies.
pie.
Fudge round.
2 soft sandwich cookies hug a vanilla and caramel Boston cream flavored center coated entirely
False
in
alarm.
fudge.
Man, I don't know Little Debbie like that, I guess.
Eclair.
It's coated in caramel. What is up with Little Debbie and caramel?
Dulce de leche.
It's coated in fudge.
Oh, coated
Do you want
in
me to
fudge.
read it again?
Yes, please.
Okay. A cookie version of this classic dessert. 2 soft sandwich cookies hug a vanilla and caramel Boston cream flavored center coated entirely in fudge.
I have no mental image of what this could be. I'm confused on how it's a cookie sandwich, but not.
This classic. What is it representing? It's like the cookie version of a classic. A sandwich cookie. The covered in fudge is really throwing me off.
A moon pie.
No.
That was a good guess.
I'm out.
I think you want to focus on the Boston cream flavored center.
A Boston cream cookie. A Boston cream fudge cookie. This is crazy. Boston
No.
cream pie.
Let's go.
That's crazy.
That's what I get for keep guessing. You never give up.
It's true.
Give me number 8, please.
Okay. Decadent twin.
Cosmic brownie.
No.
Nutter butter.
Decadent twin chocolate cookies filled with chocolate cream and topped with a fudge zigzag.
Chocolate zebra cake.
No.
A zigzag.
Decadent twin chocolate cookies filled with chocolate cream and topped with a fudge zigzag.
Fudge round.
Yes.
That's the fudge round. I would have described that as a sandwich. I'm confused. That's AI for you.
that is AI for
AI.
you. These are the AI descriptions.
All right, it's 3-2.
9,
There's 2 left.
6, 7, 9.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Number 9. Crispy layered wafers separated
Nutter
by
butter.
Nutter butter. Yeah.
Nutty Buddy. It's
Yes.
called Nutty Buddy, yeah.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yes.
It's a bad point to lose.
All right.
Number 6.
2 soft molasses flavored whole grain
Oatmeal
oatmeal
cream pie.
cookies. Yep.
I'm done.
Number 7.
Chewy
Cosmic
fudgy
brownie.
All right, Becca just had him on lock, ready to guess.
That was not her
Oh.
point.
Taylor just everybody who's just listening, Taylor just gave herself a point for Cosmic Brownie, and I want everybody to know that she's dishonest.
Well, it
I
really didn't
called
matter
it.
if I'm being honest. I
So
lost.
what was the final
I
score?
lost 6-2.
Becca really ran away with it there at the end.
I don't know my little
Never
Debbie
give
like that.
up. Keep going.
I have one little Debbie in my life, and that's my mom.
Little Debbie. We love her. If you need to buy a house,
Oh
you
yeah,
should
if
go
you're in
to
the
her.
Lancaster, York, County area and you need to buy a home,
Little Debbie,
or Amy Moore.
they're your girls.
You get a referral bonus anytime you do that, or
Well, I'm about to start asking for one.
Might as well.
all right. So today we're going to be talking about like what happened to the prize inside of, beloved snacks. I feel like it's pretty much like synopsis with cereal, at least for our generation.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember like any classic grocery store items that had toys?
There's a few that come to mind. I feel like I don't remember what cereal, but I feel like there was a brand of cereal maybe where I could get like a mood ring. I feel
like any of the kids' cereal
yeah.
was like having.
I specifically
kind of
though feel like I remember a mood ring. But I don't remember what cereal. And then the other one that I really remember are those chocolate balls. They're literally a ball of chocolate, and you used to like break them open to get whatever little toy was inside. I used to want one. You'd see them at the grocery checkout. That's where they always were. And I always would be like, man, I really want one of those. And then one time I did get one and the chocolate was horrible. So then I was like, okay,
It's the
overrated.
worst chocolate forever.
But those are like the two that like really come to my mind.
Yeah, I mean, number one for me is like any kid cereal, like Trix or Reese, or not Reese. Well, yeah, the Reese's. You know what I'm talking about? Puffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're called Reese's Puffs. Yes.
Yeah, that. And what else am I thinking of? What's the Snap Crackle Pop?
Rice Krispies. You're confusing Reese's Puffs with Rice Krispies?
No, I just said an R, and I don't know.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah, oh my God, Captain Crunch was a huge one. I used to love, I know this is a little bit off topic, but the maze that was on the back of the Captain Crunch box was always my fave.
Yeah.
I also think like yogurts had things on them to like incentivize.
I feel like yogurts
for
are
kids.
always sweepstakes.
I feel like Go-Gurts always had like games on their wrappers.
I feel like there was definitely like QR codes on the lid, and then like go online and do something with that. And
Yeah, you could win a cruise with Zach and Cody. The Danimals cruise that no one ever won.
Didn't they find the person that won it?
I do think so. I think that was like a big thing a couple years ago. It was like, who has won this?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So while we were born in the peak, because I do think it was probably the peak.
You think?
Yeah, because like I don't think they were doing that in like maybe like in the 60s and 50s they were doing it a little bit, but I feel like they had wars and stuff to worry about.
Well, I feel like specifically from Psych.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
In
if you
the
know,
80s,
yes,
I
if you
think.
know the show Psych, you know the flashback episode, or one of the flashbacks of Sean is him learning to turn the
box
cereal
upside down.
box upside down so that when you open it, the prize was on the top.
And then at the end of the episode, it's him and Gus like finishing the box of cereal, and Gus was so hyped because he perfectly timed it so he would get the prize, and then he found out that Sean flipped it over and took the prize in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. So it was definitely around. They were definitely doing it back then, but it might have been the peak while we were doing it, because I feel like every single cereal.
There were
did
so
it.
many other foods that were doing it, but maybe like previously it was just cereals.
Well, today we're going to determine if we just like lived through the phenomena and it's over, or if we think it's going to make a comeback.
Okay.
So Taylor, start us off, like, where did like the whole prize inside thing originate?
Okay, so it actually didn't start with cereal, which I think is kind of tea, because I feel like most people think of cereal right away. But it was actually Cracker Jacks were the original product to like have a prize.
What, like, I don't understand what that is.
I don't know what a
You guys don't know what Cracker Jacks are?
No.
Okay, well, I feel like most of people automatically think of baseball games when they think of Cracker Jacks, but it's basically, it's part of the song.
It's definitely part.
It's
okay,
part of the
I know
song.
it's affiliated with baseball. I'm not that far away.
Nope,
unlike
I
you.
wouldn't have been able to tell you it was affiliated with baseball.
What's the song?
Take me out to the
Me
ball
Out to
game.
the ball game?
and
It's
give
in
me,
there.
something of Cracker Jacks.
Okay, Taylor does not know the lyrics. This is crazy.
I know that it's in
Well,
there.
clearly
Some
I don't
peanuts
know
and
them.
Cracker Jacks. I don't
Yeah.
care if I ever get back.
Yep, that's it.
Yes, yeah. Wouldn't have clicked.
Okay, well, it's basically just caramel coated popcorn mixed with peanuts.
Delish.
Yeah, that sounds actually really good.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I've
does.
had them. I lived in Baltimore for a couple years, and I went to a lot of Orioles games, and we would occasionally get Cracker Jacks, and I think that they're a tad overrated. And that's my take on Cracker Jacks. But it's
Everybody has to have a take on
like,
something, I
okay.
guess. So nowadays,
you guys don't even know what they are, so relax over there.
like caramel corn and peanuts, which is like perfect.
No,
for,
you think you would think it would be the perfect thing. I think it's done poorly, kind of. I don't know.
Wow, that's harsh.
I just don't know if I like the caramel that they put on it.
So maybe it's just at the Orioles.
Well, it's not Oreos
it's a-
branded. It's like
Cracker Jacks is a
Cracker
brand.
Jacks brand.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll see. Okay. Becca is making a really judgmental face for those of you who can't
Some
see.
people just don't know nothing, and
She
you've been
really-
living with that. You've been
She really
you've
is
been
my
with them-
op out here.
You've been with them for like 20 years, and they still don't know nothing, and it makes you really think.
Maybe it's why you keep us around, so you can feel smart.
That's really why she keeps us around.
She's not denying it.
No, that you just loaded her with ammo for the next time she's going to offend us and be like, this is why I keep you guys around.
You're so right.
All right. Well, anyway, back to Cracker Jacks. That I am the only one here who has eaten them, so I know about them. But basically, like I said, a lot of people think of baseball as soon as they think of Cracker Jacks, but they are owned by Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay. You don't know what Fritos are? Taylor doesn't know what Fritos are. Fruit by the foot-o-lay. I think that's what she just said.
By the Frito-Lay.
What did you say?
I did say Fruit-Lay. Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay. I don't know. Okay, Frito.
Frito. Oh, Taylor.
God, rough start to this pod. Okay. Cracker Jacks are owned by Frito-Lay, and you can pretty much buy them at any store you shop at, like Costco, Walmart, Sam's Club. They all got them.
bull on this. I've never seen them in a grocery store once.
Yeah. Are you looking for them though?
I'm
feel
gonna
like-
start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking.
I feel like
I
once you
say
start
I
looking
can't
for
say
them,
I
you
go
see
in
them.
the chip aisle. So
Okay, so that explains why you're not seeing them.
I definitely
also-
go in the chip aisle, but
I don't know if it would be.
It's probably giving like it looks like Pirate's Booty, but then it's Cracker Jack. That's what I'm picturing in my head.
Maybe.
Yeah. It is like a white package. I feel like it's like a white,
Let me
low
look.
key red, white, and blue package.
It's definitely patriotic.
yeah.
It's because baseball is the most patriotic thing you can do for this country.
Not football.
No, I definitely think baseball is
Baseball
more
is
American.
the classic American sport.
Just
Cracker
It's so big in other countries. Well, football's only American.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen this in my life.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Would have never recognized it.
I
That's,
think
like,
it was popular.
crazy to
I
me
think it was like
because-
really popular a long time ago, and it's just like faded away.
It probably.
But I bet all the old people are like looking
Yeah, that's
for it,
true.
and like every old country store is like stocked up on
filled
it.
with Cracker Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's giving.
Okay. Well, you guys know like the classic line, like there's a prize in every box.
Mhm.
That was like them. They were the OGs of that.
That's tea. And everybody stole their line.
No, literally. I guess they,
They
didn't
should've
trademark it. They really should have. They kind of folded on that. But they originally started including toys inside of their boxes in 1912
Wow.
as a marketing tactic to gain popularity in like the snack industry, obviously.
Fun.
Get kids getting them, asking for them and
We're,
stuff.
we're the kids are always the victims of marketing ploys. It's box tops all over again.
It is.
Yes. Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, but over the years, like the toys inside the boxes obviously changed based on like kind of what was happening in the world, what kids want. So like obviously kids nowadays don't really want a physical toy. They probably want some stupid QR code they can scan and play on their iPad. But basically the company has been adjusting to the surroundings, like resources available, things like that throughout the years, which is very smart. It's how you stay in business.
Yeah. It's true.
But because of its strong ties to baseball from like 1912 to 1920s, some of the OG prizes were like paper horns, whistles, miniature booklets, and sometimes even baseball cards, which is cool. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It would be fun to be at a baseball game and get a baseball card.
Or
in
like some
the
kind
little
of like
pack.
like whistle that you could
to cheer with. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
But pre World War One and Two, the prizes were like mostly made of metal. But then because of the wars, like metal kind of had a shortage. So they had to switch to like paper products or like cardboard, like type toys.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Unfortunate though.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do. But after World War, I don't know why I'm really having a problem saying World War. But after World War II, the company transitioned to small plastic toys and trinkets, and that kind of became the new standard for like what was in the boxes. And then by the 2000s, toys and trinkets were replaced with paper prizes, normally being like riddles or jokes.
I'd be so pissed if I got a freaking riddle.
I feel like we went through a phase in our childhood when riddles and jokes were just the thing. Like
Every popsicle stick.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. I forgot about that.
And my family had like riddle and joke books.
Yeah, I definitely had that too.
Like that was just like
Same.
being pushed on us, I feel like.
Do you guys
Go ahead.
remember? I don't remember what they were called, but it was like kind of like a flip book, and it was like rectangular, and it just had like facts on it, and you would read it on like road trips.
Yes.
Like I feel like that was like the way, like riddle books and things like that were like the ways to like engage, like because you didn't have a screen.
No, I
Yeah,
totally
like family,
agree.
like to play in the car.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually do agree with that.
You're like going to your cabin. There's no like TV there, so you have like crossword puzzles and coloring books and all that.
Mom, figure
like-
out this riddle.
Or like the fill in the blanks where you'd like
Mad
or Mad Libs. Yeah, whatever it's called.
I loved those.
Yeah.
But I also just like wonder if kids go through a phase where they like to tell jokes, because personally,
I do think that
there
is
was
a
a period
thing.
of time where I was trying to tell jokes and my jokes were so bad that my grandparents got me a joke book. And then I would read them jokes from the joke book instead of trying to make up my own jokes on the spot.
They were like, this girl is not making any sense. She needs a joke book pronto.
So I did have a joke book for a bit as a kid.
I do love a good riddle, actually. So, like, I'd kind of be in on the riddles.
Not as a kid, though.
No, I did like them. Still do. But anyway, in 2013, when all the lame kids started getting the prizes, that's when it turned into QR codes.
We're really bashing on children all of a
Well,
sudden.
yeah. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on them, but I'm really been into like a physical product lately. Like I don't like that it's like not
Here's
you're not getting something.
Here's my take, actually, that I think we could discuss perhaps later. But I think that they're getting back into wanting the physical prize.
Oh yeah, everybody wants like physical
Versus-
stuff now. I think that's been probably a trend. I think post COVID.
Yeah.
basically.
I
So
think
you think the
since
QR
COVID
codes are gonna go
I think
down?
they're going to go down, or like something is going to change, because I'm seeing so many people like, and this isn't necessarily, well, it's like, I guess a form of marketing, but like they'll sell these little, like, I don't know, not a Labubu, but a Labubu-esque thing, and it'll be like a mystery box, and they have like 5 different versions. I've seen them do it with like squishies and like these other little things that my sisters do it. They'll be like, "Ooh, I'm going to get the mystery box," and they try to like collect them all. Now, granted, it's not like a prize, but it's still like,
I have been seeing videos of like people doing that with like kids meals and stuff again.
Right,
Like, they
like-
go and try to get I got a
Yeah,
kid
like, I
milk
think
from
people
McDonald's.
are-
Bello Mendes. That's what I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
like, I think people are getting back into that. So like,
I think mystery prize culture is its own thing.
yeah,
But I do think there's just like a trend of people wanting something physical post COVID, where it's like touch grass, go
Yeah.
outside. And I think
Yeah.
there's just also so much information now about how bad like social
Internet
media
is,
is that it's like, okay, like we need to do something about this.
Right.
I forget what country it is, but I think a country in Europe just banned social media
They
until
did.
you're 17.
Yeah, they did.
17. Wow.
I think it's 17.
yeah, I did see that actually. Anyway,
So,
we can touch on that more later, but kind of
my whole thing is, so like specifically with Cracker Jack and switching to a QR code, is I feel like Cracker Jack had maybe a peak I don't think Cracker Jack sales are in their peak.
No.
And I feel like a QR code is definitely a lot cheaper
That's true.
than
Having like a physical item.
yeah. And I also like don't understand how this works with like I guess my whole thing is like I don't the Chinese or the Vietnamese factory that's producing the plastic toy
That is now touching my food.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. So
Yeah.
like, for some reason, the QR code that's like just on the box or whatever feels a bit more sanitary to me.
Yeah.
From like an FDA.
I do actually agree with that, but I would love to see more of like a maze I have to do versus like a QR code that I have to scan. I think on the packaging.
I also could see it be like why can't the prize inside just not be in the bag of cereal and just be in the box?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you do lose a little bit of the mystery because then you
just get it right away.
You just get it right away. So, but if you're just doing a QR code anyway, well, I mean, same thing.
No difference.
So, we kind of touched how we kind of think our generation really grew up with like the peak of these like prizes inside. Cracker Jack was like the main one that really started doing that, but like by the time we were kids, like and like in the 90s and in the early 2000s, everybody was doing prizes. So I'm going to go through and we're going to talk about some of the big companies that were putting prizes in their food and some specifics. So one major one, I don't remember this one, is Kellogg's. They had color changing spoons like when it would go in your milk.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
I actually would be in on that touching I don't know if I wanted to touch my cereal, but it feels easier to clean.
So like,
I don't know.
Color changing spoons in milk though, like does that mean like the spoon was in your milk?
Yeah, like when you're
I'm assuming it's just temperature.
Yeah, it's just like how like your straw would change color in a milkshake.
Yeah. I'm confused. Is it just coming in Kellogg's products?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I was confused by the writing of that sentence, and I was
Did
like,
you think it was coming in milk?
The milk?
Like people were buying gallons of milk and there's a spoon in there. No, it was definitely coming with like cereal, and you were using it to eat your cereal.
Yeah, that makes a lot. That's what I thought at first, but then when I was like looking at the note, I was like, in milk, and I was like, is it coming in the milk?
Nah.
But yeah, I don't remember that one, but that one would be fun because then you could like eat it with your cereal.
Yeah.
I could get behind that one.
Yeah, me too.
So another big one was Captain Crunch. They had water guns in their cereal that you were supposed to use when you were like taking a bath or like, I don't know, playing outside or something.
I feel like I don't remember getting it in Captain Crunch, but I specifically remember having really tiny water guns when I was a kid, and I'm wondering if they came from that box.
That could be. They probably were so small.
Yeah,
I don't remember those ones. Another one was the Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. They would put small color changing dinosaur figurines in them.
Interesting.
I guess kind of fun. They were really into like,
because like Flintstones,
the color changing.
Yeah, Flintstones,
right.
Dinosaur.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, for sure. So Doritos and Lay's chips, they had collectible Star Wars Tazos, which are hard plastic circular discs that could be stacked and spun like tops. I don't remember those at all.
I think that was like more of like an 80s type one.
Okay.
That would
I could see how that would be really popular. I mean, like anything Star Wars.
I think you're getting people in. So that was probably a really good one. I don't remember when we were kids having stuff like in our chips. So like
me either. I specifically only remember cereal.
Yeah. Okay, this next one is really questionable. I'm not a fan. Kraft Singles cheese slices and sausage. They were putting pop-up baseball cards inside the packages of the Kraft Singles cheese, or like in shrink-wrapped boxes of Jimmy Dean sausages. That's too far.
I think I'm confused on the cross promotion.
Yeah, like what?
Like the baseball cards, it's like, yeah, that makes sense with Cracker Jack because there's like an affiliation there. But like I'm like confused on what the baseball card people are getting out of having it with their craft singles.
The sausage even makes more sense
I
because
don't
like
think either
you get a
makes sense.
sausage or a hot dog at a baseball game, like that's
Well,
classic.
maybe they're thinking you're
But-
putting the cheese on like a burger or something.
I guess,
you know?
but still weird.
I think that's
crossover.
foul. Why are you putting a baseball card in my cheese?
Well, honestly, that's half plastic anyway. The
that's
craft
true. The
singles.
craft singles are basically
It's
just
one ingredient
plastic.
difference.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But can you
And
just
no-
imagine pulling out a slice of cheese and you're
No.
like, oh, there's a baseball card in my wrapped slice of cheese.
That's horrible.
And that cheese is already foul.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
I am way out on that.
Yeah.
The worst one we've seen so far. So a big one that we probably remember is kids cuisine, which were those frozen TV dinners. And they frequently had like a little toy in them. So like a small action figure or a puzzle or sometimes even a magic trick.
I do think I remember puzzles in kids cuisine now
Do
that
you?
that's being said.
I
Yeah.
don't know why kids cuisine didn't come to mind when we were talking about this earlier, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That and like Lunchables or like
Right.
whatever. Which I
Right.
guess you don't really get to prize on Lunchables, but
Not in Lunchables, but kids cuisine. I mean,
Yeah, for
they always
sure.
felt real fancy because you got like a dessert and the mac and cheese and the dine. Like they had the whole thing. But yeah, they just put that right in the tray that your food is coming in. That one I could get behind a little bit, especially if it had its own like little compartment where it
yeah,
like
in the
wasn't
tray.
like
Yeah.
tucked inside my like.
I think that one makes the most sense.
Yeah, I agree. So, why do we think that was such a big thing in like the 90s and the 2000s? Because obviously like everybody was doing it, even cheese slices. So like, what do you think like really made that be so popular?
I kind of think I feel like there was a lot of like animation going on at that time, like whether it be like movies coming out frequently because like you had like DreamWorks, 20th Century, like all these people are doing like movies. And then
Right.
I also feel like there's way more competition with like cartoons and stuff. I feel like it's more about like cross promotion more than anything else.
That's actually probably very true.
And
Like-
I always say this, like when it came to like DS games or like Game Boy games, there were so many different ones. And I don't think you see that anymore because it's so hard to get licensing.
Right.
And I'm like, I think like licensing was just like way easier to do in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And there was way more promotions for stuff. And I feel like a lot of that intertwines with like the prize inside mentality.
Well, and actually, like now that you say that, it kind of like even thinking about like McDonald's Happy Meals toys. Like when we were kids, I felt like they had the coolest toys
Yeah.
inside of like Happy Meals, and it was always like
You
I
could
feel
get
like
like
aligned
a
with, like-
computer game. I used to get like, I remember getting a computer CD disc in a Happy Meal one time
Yeah,
from
you
McDonald's. It was
definitely
like
could get
a
something like
Lizzie
that.
McGuire like computer
you
game.
were getting like all kinds of cool stuff back
Yeah.
then, and it would be like Disney stuff or like just like cartoon related, and it was like, and I don't know if again the companies were like working together to kind of like promote that thing.
They were.
Or what, but like I feel like I think that's a really great point because I think like even Happy Meals and stuff like that when we were kids
I just don't think there's
were
that,
better.
that much like coming out cinematically that's targeting kids where that happens anymore. Like we have the Bello Mendes thing, so we have like Wendy's promoting the Minions movie, but like I'm not seeing that as often
I need
anymore.
to take a walk down the cereal aisle and see what's up.
Well, and I also think it's hard because everybody's switching to live action too. So like, I think to be honest, well, we talked about this a few weeks ago. I'm a hater of live action. So like, I think that might play like a part in it too, because
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't think you're getting like,
You're
and
not promoting like this cute little animated character.
right.
in your
And then
thing.
like getting the cute little toy that
Yeah.
looks just like the animated character.
You're also siloed with what you're watching on TV at home,
Yeah.
where it's like you could be like there's no scheduled programming, so
Right.
yeah, there's
not
no
really
prime time TV.
Right.
Right.
With the downfall of like true cable TV that
Yeah.
as we're seeing, like I just think
so the numbers aren't there to warrant them to promote something
Right.
anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in going back,
Back in the 90s and early 2000s, it would make way more sense for them to be
the
doing
market
those
was
things.
there for that to like really be beneficial. But yeah, so kind of through the mid 2000s, companies stopped putting toys inside their products, which is, I don't know. It feels kind of sad, but there are some reasons why they did do that.
Yeah, it's like practically as an adult, yeah, I agree. But then I think this is like the point that people make where it's like the world was yellow and now it's white. Like,
yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Like this is like an example where you don't have rose colored glasses on something. It just, no, this was like more fun and now it's not fun like that anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
because now it's like, why is there red 40 in my Fruit Loops?
Right.
And the conversation used to be, can I please have the Hannah Montana Fruit Loops?
Yeah, I think there's so many things now that like, just like ruin the fun in a lot of ways. But yeah, so like mid 2000s they stopped, and there are some valid reasons, that kind of ruin the fun in a lot of ways. But one of the biggest actually is like a safety and choking hazard, which that is like a really valid point, because a lot of the small plastic toys that were put into the cereal, number one, if you're not finding it and your kid just eats
it's
it,
like eating it.
it's big choking hazard. Plus, if they're just like a small toy in general and kids are chewing on them, the company has liability for
or if
that.
it like breaks and like a little piece of it is inside the cereal, you don't see.
Like I've worked at like companies where like I was scooping ice cream and like I couldn't wear nail polish even though I wore gloves and everything to handle food. I couldn't wear nail polish because if one little chip of nail polish escaped my glove,
it got in the ice cream.
Liability. So like that's a valid point. I'll give them that. So another big one is health regulations. So in the mid 2000s, a lot of initiatives such as like voluntary pledges to curb marketing less nutritious foods to children made it a lot harder to use toys as an incentive to sell sugary cereals.
I was gonna say, I have a very strong opinion that like I don't know if you know this, but like in like Mexico and stuff, so none of their cereal, even though it's like called like Fruit Loops or like what's the one with Tony the Tiger?
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Like there's no mascot for any of their stuff.
Wow.
They don't do any cartoons or anything because they're very like anti-sugar. It's very obvious that sugar is like this huge problem. And like I think a lot of places like tax the crap out of soda. And I'm like a very firm believer in like, like let's not get kids addicted to sugar early. Like, and I just think it's like such a big problem that I'm like out on it. Entirely.
Well, and we kind of talked about that a little bit in our box tops episode because that is like a whole scheme and it's promoting these like
towards
horrible,
kids,
sugary foods towards kids. And I think it's like a really, really valid point because a lot of those foods are like so addictive. And you don't even know.
No, and there's not a lot of like education on it either. And like it's hard because like as an adult, like I love a mystery box and like I love like variances on stuff. So like when I'm like looking at like vinyl records and stuff, I'm like, ooh, I want this variant of this specific one because it comes like this. And then you have this like idea of like scarcity because there's only so many of those, and then it makes you want it more. And then it's like, it's just like this rabbit hole. And it's like, as an adult, if you're like struggling with that, it's even like, I think it's like compounded even worse when that's like at such a young age that you're targeting. So I'm just like, I'm just kind of out on it because I think it's like very problematic and it's like a problem that leads into adulthood. So like systemically,
for sure.
Systemically I'm out.
No, I think that's like a really fair concern to have because like children are like, the words aren't coming. So we're just going to skip that.
Well, I also feel like this, like the 2000s generation struggled with obesity, like child obesity. And I know that's like a problem now, but I think it's gone down.
I think it has too, actually.
Yeah.
It's
And
how many like almond mom-esque things.
Yeah.
So,
And
but I
so
think,
many people like learning more about these sorts
Like
of
health and what
Yeah.
their
yeah,
kids should
I just
be
think
eating.
like our generation probably grew up in like the worst it ever was, the Super Size Me vendetta.
yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, we're also like the big generation that I think a bunch of really bad stuff started getting added to our food. Probably like 10 years before us even, but like our kids, or not our kids. I feel like when our parents were kids, even if they were eating junk food, it was like 3 ingredients. It was like flour, sugar, and chocolate. I don't know. And now if you look at the ingredients, it's like a whole nother list of things, which I think is like an
Yeah,
issue.
I
So
think-
like eating junk food when our parents were kids is way different than eating junk food now.
the preservatives and
Yeah.
like the chemicals have just gotten like really, really out of hand, I think. So like
Did you guys, I don't know what the documentary was, but like, have you guys like seen the documentary about like Big Sugar? I think I like watched it in school, which is why I'm like wondering if you guys
Maybe.
watched
I
it.
don't know.
It was basically about how I don't like, probably like in the 80s and maybe like 70s, but like definitely 80s and 90s, they were like preaching like how fats were really bad for you.
Yeah.
And so they were showing alternatives where things were like maybe like 100-calorie snacks, but they were like coaxed with like sugar.
Yeah.
And like basically like the like health administration that was like campaigning like no fats or whatever, like was basically being backed by like sugar companies, like
Yeah.
Big Sugar.
Soak her up.
So it's like, it was like a whole thing. And now like you have like so they were basically saying there was like an entire generation of parents that were like very calorie focused and like trying to avoid fats, even though fats are like healthy. And then like
Mhm.
you end up getting like, then there's the entire generation that comes afterwards that's addicted to sugar.
yeah.
because they weren't focused on the sugar, they were focused on the fats.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's like we could go on forever about that, I think.
Yeah.
But another concern with putting the toys in was just like environmental and cost concerns. So, you know, they're making mass production of cheap plastic items and it's just generating so much waste. Like
Yeah.
for anything that's not getting used or any waste making the products.
Well, when you think about it, like if you're in the assembly line and everything is done pretty much by a machine, but one person has to probably put a toy in that has to probably be a manual physical person,
Mhm.
they're probably pissed. Like they don't want that. They don't want that income expense.
Right. So, yeah, not only is it like an environmental issue just with the amount of like wasted plastic, but you know, you're spending money on all of this also.
Yeah.
That's contributing to so much excess waste and
Right.
all that. So the final like big reason why we don't really see that is just the shift in marketing that we've seen. A lot of them are moving digital / move digital, and because it was more effective, it was cheaper, and they didn't have to like put things in boxes and
I personally think the online sweepstakes is the way to go because you can make the odds crazy against people and it could still be a huge draw. Like if you think you have a shot of like winning, like we talked about the Danimals cruise thing, like kids see that advertised everywhere and they're like, I need Danimals, but you're not spending money on every product. You're spending like what, $2,000 to send 4 kids on a cruise.
Right.
Like I think that's like genius from
Right.
a marketing standpoint.
because how much were they spending to make all those tiny little prizes?
Yeah,
Like the
exactly.
2,000 is probably nothing in comparison to what they had spent
Yeah,
putting
on
all the toys
yeah.
in the boxes.
Yeah, I think that's from a marketing standpoint way smarter.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but even though I think that sweepstakes are the way to go, I actually just saw that Kellogg's is putting a toy in one of their boxes to
Always Kellogg's.
It is always Kellogg's, but they're promoting Toy Story 5, so they put a toy in their box for that.
Fun.
I'm
Yeah.
confused because it's also giving that it's like not a normal, like, it's like a limited edition Toy Story, like,
What could it be?
it's, all I saw was that it's like vanilla flavored Loops cereal. So I'm like, so it's Frosted Cheerios?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
what? So
Like-
it's like a limited edition cereal that comes with the prize. Is
It
that what
has
you're
a
saying?
spoon in it.
Okay.
It has
Is it
the
like
it has,
forky, spoony guy?
I don't know. That was Toy Story 4. I don't know if,
I know.
does that come back for Toy Story?
I
Look
don't
it up.
know.
Somebody
I don't
look
know.
it up.
Okay. All right.
The description is the crispy O-shape features colorful crunchlets and comes with in 4 collectible box. Oh, so you can get a collectible box.
Oh.
So that's the variance part of it that we were talking about.
Okay.
And then,
Toy Story cereal.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure it comes with a spoon that changes color in milk, but the milk is sold separate.
Thank you for clarifying.
But it features different characters.
I think on the box you can
Yeah.
collect them all.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. This is the Google AI description of what is happening. They brought back physical prizes to celebrate Toy Story 5. And inside specially marked boxes, you can find playable mini toys that double as spoons, featuring Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and Jessie. Oh, collectible trading cards or movie ticket promotions. So you could get any of those.
That's interesting.
That could be fun. I'm also actually intrigued by the spoon that also is like an action figure vibe.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like a
intrigued.
transformer.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by this coming
See,
back.
We just like shit on these prizes for like
I know, but
25
now I
minutes,
want
but
it.
now I'm like, I need to go buy this cereal.
Dude, like, let's go to Target after this. I'm
I'm
like so
we
serious.
might have to.
I'm so serious.
We might
We
have to
can
flip
go.
the box upside down and get
Yeah.
the prize.
And it's a whole thing, which not to steal your thunder, Taylor, but apparently this is like a whole campaign. Like they're like trying to bring back
Physical toys
There-
and
so there's
boxes.
the Toys Back in the Box campaign
Oh,
that Kellogg's is running, and like Big Cereal is
big
back.
cereal. It's big
Big-
Kellogg's.
it is big Kellogg's.
They're losing success in their box tops. They gotta bring toys
No,
back.
Kellogg's is General Mills.
Box Tops is General Mills, is what she's
Oh.
just trying to say.
What did I say?
You said Kellogg's is General Mills.
Oh, I literally. Oh yeah, Box Tops is General
For
Mills.
some reason, they're the same in my brain. But
You'd be
big
surprised
cereal.
that General Mills is like, I feel like Kellogg's, everybody knows that brand.
Yeah.
And like people don't know, but like General Mills is like definitely the better cereal options.
I think so.
Like that's like if you go down the cereal
If we went
aisle, you're
down
like,
the
oh yeah,
list.
we like General Mills.
Yeah.
I don't know. My uncle, he worked for Kellogg's, and I think he like not a nice place. To
Sorry
work.
for confusing you
Interesting.
with General Mills, Kellogg's, but you're right up there.
Yeah, we're
with
trying
them.
to get a Kellogg sponsor. We talked about Pop Tarts last week.
Oh my
we're
gosh, and we
talking
always
about-
talk about cereal.
I know.
Weird.
We talk about cereal a lot, and it's crazy because I don't even really like cereal like that.
I like the sugary cereals.
I used to like make what I would call like my Becca mix, which was like my version of Chex Mix, but I don't like Chex or raisins or like really like I don't like salted peanuts like that either.
You were just in it for the M&Ms.
So it was literally Captain Crunch normal,
Okay.
Honey Nut Cheerios normal, Frosted Cheerios, and then M&Ms. It was just 3 types of cereal.
Oh my
and then
gosh.
M&Ms.
3 types of sugary cereal
That
and
checks out
M&Ms.
for you.
It was so good.
I mean, it does sound pretty good.
And
but
when you say Captain Crunch, I always think Captain Crunch has the berries.
Not with the berries.
Okay, just the
wow,
the-
I
okay.
always think of the peanut butter.
No,
Captain
no, no,
Crunch.
no.
What?
I'm thinking regular. I'm thinking
just like
regular.
the little yellow pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys remember what's that one that's like corn?
Kicks. I thought that was what or
no,
Pox or
box
Pox.
or pops.
Oh
my God, I
Pops,
love
Pops.
those.
Yeah, those were kind of
Weirdly.
weird.
I had this professor in college that would just walk around and he just had a box of cereal and he would take it just with his hand and he would always offer me some and it's low key like really good but nobody talks about it. Honey Crisps with like the frog.
Mm.
I don't think I ever had that.
Yeah, it's like sleeper pick. Honey Crisps.
Interesting.
That is
Interesting. I go for Reese's Puffs these days if I get cereal.
I've never had Reese's.
Oh my gosh, I think
love
they're so
it.
good.
It's like my favorite. It is probably one of my favorite cereals.
All right. So we kind of just went down memory lane a little bit with talking about cereal, but Jordan, you mentioned this earlier, that chocolate ball. That's the
Yes.
Wonder Ball.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh.
what the name was, but I vividly remember those as a child.
And that's what I was about to say. Like, that's what I was about to say is what I just said.
Lots of bloopers this episode.
No, that feels like something Lancaster people would say. Like, just say.
It does.
Like, yeah.
It does sound like something we would say.
But yeah, so like my memory is if you're in a box store or whatever, you see this like immaculate packaging.
Yeah, like decadent packaging, like for real.
It's a box, like 3-dimensional. They're almost always kind of in some form of like tower or something. They have like their own kind of like kiosk stand by themselves, like an end cap.
An end cap or right by the register.
Right.
I always saw them at the register.
And then they were just covered in foil, so you had to like
a
rip
really
it off.
pretty looking foil.
Yes. And Taylor, is this ringing a bell at all?
A little bit. I was picturing it completely different
It was
packaging.
like literally like the size of a softball.
Yeah, I do. I think I remember.
And they did come in like a really nice.
Does it come?
square-
It comes in like a cube box.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And so they would do a lot of cross promotions too. So like that was one where it was like, oh, I want the Pokemon one, or they had like a Hercules one. I remember it was like,
I feel
want
like they
this
had like a
Hercules.
Lilo and Stitch one.
They definitely like were doing a lot with Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Wonder Ball, I'm just going to do a brief overview, brief history. It initially like owned by Nestle and they called it Nestle Magic. And they basically wanted it to be an Americanized version of the Kinder Surprise egg, if you're familiar with that.
I do know the egg. I'm
Have you
somehow
had the egg?
more familiar with the egg than this ball. I don't know if I've had the egg, but I remember
gotta look up
seeing
the
it
Kinder
and
egg.
wanting the egg for sure.
I feel like the egg is like more European and it's like only recently made its way into the United
That
States.
sounds really familiar.
I feel like that with any Kinder product though, like Kinder Bueno and all that. Like I feel like that is
I
coming
do know
to
the
States
Kinder
just now.
Surprise egg.
Yeah.
But they don't look as decadent as the Wonder Ball.
The Wonder Ball just seemed chaotic and all over the place.
Well, yeah, but they really drew you in as a kid.
So the Kinder egg, from my understanding, is like the yolk itself. There's like a small little capsule where there's like some sort of toy in it.
yeah.
Okay.
So the Wonder Ball, it's just a sphere. It's not an egg. I feel like let's
just
just
a
call
ball.
that off.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
a ball.
Yeah.
Again, softball.
And okay, softball's too big. Baseball is an appropriate size. Baseball
actually,
or
there's
tennis ball.
There's varying sizes for softballs, so
Okay. So anyway, kind of like what we were hinting at, in 1997, this got discontinued because kids were choking on it. Kids were choking on the toy. So
Okay.
like you had this ball that was hollow and Jordan rightfully would crack it open and then get the toy out. But like kids were just biting into it and then swallowing
Kids be
toys.
dumb.
Wait, that's a crazy take to just take it and just eat it like an apple.
Eat it like an
My
apple.
whole thing is like the actual chocolate sucks so bad.
So bad.
I can just like picture it, like
It
that
was
cheap,
the
gross
worst
chocolate.
chocolate.
It's very much like what is like that like Easter candy that's already stale.
Yes, I know exactly
that's
what you
exactly what it is. I was so disappointed. Once I had one, I never asked
mean. Are
for
we
another
spoiled
one.
with Hershey's?
No, not with Hershey's. We're not.
Well,
Okay.
I
It used to be-
I feel like
Remember?
Hershey's is quality, cheap chocolate.
we
It's
also grew
not
up with
gourmet,
Wilbur
but
chocolate.
it's not gourmet, but it's good.
I think I struggle in general with like saying like, oh, chocolate is good because of how corrupt the supply chain is with like labor issues. And like, I'm like, oh, this is it. Like it literally like makes me cringe a bit to be like, ugh, like,
That's
Okay.
fair. That is fair.
I don't know. So like big chocolate, I'm out on.
You don't like big chocolate. Fair enough.
But loves Hershey Park.
I don't necessarily love Hershey Park either, but that's a conversation for another day. So the Wonder Ball, crap product, great packaging.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I had a professor that I swear this guy had like Alzheimer's, or because he was like just one of those old professors that said the same like thing over and over again every single lecture. And he would always say, and I forget which one it was, but I think it was like Lindt chocolate.
Oh yeah.
He would always say, look at Lindt chocolate, everybody. And I'm like a business major, right? He'd be like, their chocolate is cheaper than their packaging. They did it right. So like everybody like applauds them for being like, or it could have been like Ferrero Rocher, just like something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas like, yeah, this is like high-end chocolate, but apparently it sucks and it's just the packaging.
Interesting.
But that's what the Wonder Ball was.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it was really good marketing. Bad chocolate.
Yeah.
And the toy inside.
Well, Nestle, this I found very interesting. So it started out as like Nestle Just Magic, and that didn't catch on. So then they rebranded it as Nestle Wonder Ball, and they changed the product. Instead of having a toy inside, they just had like little candies.
Okay, so these stupid kids can't joke.
Right. And it's like, I think they were like sweet tart-esque in nature. It's giving it's giving more like supposed to be sweet tart, but like worse quality. So think like Valentine's candy heart.
Yeah.
Ew, in my already terrible chocolate.
I agree. It's not the right combination.
Yeah.
No, you almost need like the sweet tart, like real.
Give me a pretzel in there. Put a handful of pretzels in there.
It goes stale too fast.
That's
I
true.
was looking at it and I was like, this just looks like Flintstone gummies inside your chocolates.
Ew, my mom used to buy the Flintstone edible gum or edible
the
vitamins.
chalky one?
The vitamins, I hated those.
That's like what they look like to me. And I was like,
think
this
I
is
liked
gross.
them as a kid.
Ugh,
I know people that
hated
take them as an adult, and like if you're gonna take a children's vitamin as an adult, you can choose the gummy bears.
No, literally, you
Right,
can get
why
the
aren't
gummy.
you choosing
They
the
make
gummy
adult
ones?
gummy vitamins.
them.
Yeah.
Like, be serious.
They're clearly the better off.
Low key though, I kind of think multivitamins are just a scam. I think it's like a
Yeah.
placebo.
It is
I
a
kind
scam.
of agree.
My
Especially,
mom is always like, take your vitamins. I'm like, it's a scam. Big vitamin.
This is
Big pharmacy.
We're gonna do our next episode is gonna be us doing our top 10 big blank, and like we're gonna talk about big milk, big cereal.
Big
Yeah,
pharmacy.
milk. Yeah,
No, big pharmacy would go way too deep.
that would be too dark.
It would
Too
bleed
dark.
into big insurance. too.
Yes, no. There's so much crossover. It is not a
would.
crossover episode.
I know. We talked about big chocolate. Well, we talked about like 10 big.
We did. Clearly, we are haters of a lot of big
Yeah.
things.
So anyway, it's kind of crazy because it went from like launching in 97, then discontinued same year in 97 because of the toy scandal.
Wow.
Which is
quick
crazy because
turnaround.
I feel like I remember it had the toy, but it must have been the shitty candy inside.
Maybe they had all production and they were just selling through it.
You were eating chocolate from 1997 and 2003.
No, literally, like I would have had to at least be 5. I wasn't even born yet in 97.
Oh my god, ew.
They bring it back in 2000 with these junk candies, and then they discontinue it again because like nobody wants
Yeah,
it.
because it's trash.
It's disgusting.
You get someone to buy it once and then never again.
That's
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Tunes toothbrush.
Yeah.
So true.
Then it gets bought by Frankfurt, a company I've never heard of, but it's based in Philly. So
What?
Philly
Crazy.
apparently like Pennsylvania's got chocolate.
Yeah, we got
We got
chocolate.
chocolate.
no,
a
we
lot.
have. I see this stat all the time.
But
we
got
have
Wilbur chocolate.
no, we have all the chips too. Like the east, our
yeah.
East
We
Coast,
do.
we have like all snacks.
And
we
we
have
have
pretzels,
pretzels.
chips, and chocolate is all us over here on the East Coast.
That like makes a lot of sense, actually.
yeah.
Yeah. And you know, it's crazy that we don't know like anybody that works for any of these companies.
That is kind of crazy.
That is true, actually.
Maybe we just don't know that that's where they work.
That
I know one person that left the company.
I mean, my
worked
dad
for.
worked at Pepperidge Farm.
That's true. And I got, yeah, I guess we know, I think it's probably more common to be like factory blue collar, not like the marketing people
Yeah.
from,
because
Yeah.
I wonder,
Food.
but I wonder where those are at because they couldn't be far if they originated here.
I know salespeople
There's
in
probably
Utz.
like in Philly. Like I would say probably
Oh,
the
yeah.
close cities
Or
have
Philly
like
or
corporate.
Pittsburgh and
yeah.
maybe Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, Frankfurt, this company that is based in Philly that none of us have heard of, is apparently the number one marketer of licensed confectionery products in the United States.
Oh, wow.
I think they do a lot with Nickelodeon. I think they're the people that make those bad gummy Krabby Patties.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
yeah, those
that's
are so
crazy.
bad.
Hot take, but I like weirdly like them.
That's because you like the texture of them.
That's
that is
true.
You,
It's
that's
'cause I like the
Yes,
texture.
that's the texture of gummy you like.
so true. Actually, you were so right.
So they tried to do the Wonder Ball again, and I feel like, I don't know at this point if they had the toy in it or not, or what their game plan was, but they kind of did more like Super Mario Bros., Pokemon. Like, I feel like I feel like Nestle had more of like the Disney Wonder Ball, and these were more like gaming Wonder Ball.
So maybe we did get a Wonder Ball with a toy then. We would have probably been in the era of the candies or the second round of toys.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah. We just said the same thing. That threw me off. So just like Taylor brought up that the Kellogg's has brought back toys, I guess like the Wonder Ball is kind of making a comeback too.
It's coming back?
Like in 2016, they did it for Minions. And I feel like they're talking about now doing like limited releases of different stuff depending on like the licensing.
Was their chocolate better now?
I don't know.
Let's get them and play softball with, like, let's just hit it with a bat and to get the toy out. That seems really fun to me.
But I also feel like we need to taste the chocolate and see if it's as disgusting as I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so next cross promotion, we're getting Wonder Balls.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to be up to.
Okay. I'm in on that.
We can make a little social video for that.
Yeah. We'll give you
Social
our
media
rating. We'll
video
tell you
and
if
rate
the
it.
chocolate seems stale and if it's as gross as we remember.
It's still from 1997.
20 years later.
It's aging like fine wine. I think you can probably get one on eBay.
Probably. I'm sure people have it like
can you
unopened, an
imagine?
unopened package.
Ugh.
So I think this episode, we talked about a lot.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of variances with prizes in our boxes, toys in our boxes of food. And I think if we could just collectively go around and say like, yay or nay, where do we stand on toys in our food? I'd be curious to hear everybody's opinion and like like you have to choose. You can't waffle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
no
hard.
diplomatic answers.
I love it diplomatic.
You
I
do love
want
a diplomatic
hard
answer.
yes or no to conclude the pod.
All right.
Okay.
Does anybody feel they want to go first?
I mean, I have my opinion locked and loaded.
I think
right,
I do
you-
too. So you go first.
Okay. I'm out on toys.
Okay.
I think overall they do more harm than good. And I think if I want a toy, make a toy that I will buy.
Okay. I think that's a fair take.
Toys and food can be separate. It's okay to, in my mind,
Okay.
for that to be true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually don't really disagree with your take, but I'm taking the opposite stance. Bring back toys in our food. I miss the whimsy and the like fun of it. Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
I have-
whimsy enough for you that you need need to bring cereal with like cereal is what brings you whimsy and not your friends like me.
You just started this episode saying you weren't her friend anymore.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Exactly.
She needs cereal with toys in it.
toys in my food to have whimsy.
That's crazy.
Okay.
They say don't play with your food and then they give you a toy. It's not making sense
Make
to
it
me.
make sense.
But yeah, I think I'm in. I think it maybe helps promote the idea of getting away from your phone. It helps you like maybe engage.
That's like people are like, oh, I quit cigarettes and now I'm on to vaping. Oh,
It's
I'm
just
not on my
worse.
phone. I'm just gonna go play with this toy inside a cereal.
The sugary cereal.
Look. I mean, maybe if we got our food production into a better spot.
That's true.
It
Just
would
cut
be
the
better.
sugar and then you can promote to kids. That's my take. Cut the sugar in half and then you can promote to kids all you want.
See, that's still a diplomatic answer.
Oh, that's not my answer.
Oh, okay.
I love the nostalgia-ness of having a toy in the cereal box, but I feel like I was just brainwashed to be that way because I was like really excited when I about the Toy Story 5 prize, but I think my ultimate stance as an adult is it does more harm than good, and I'm out on it. But I do love the nostalgia-ness of it.
I think.
Yeah. But I think the right answer is no.
The right
Sadly.
answer probably is no, for
Taylor
sure.
is anti-sugar. She is pro-vegetable, like her shirt says. Thank
Crop
you.
top. Life is good. Sponsor me.
She's been wearing your shirts every week. in
Every
case you haven't
week I
noticed.
wear a Life is Good shirt. It's an expensive habit. Please send me some free shirts.
Thank you for watching this episode. I hope it gets edited well because it was not done correctly. You can follow us on social media. I still don't know where. Taylor?
It's at Zillennial.meets.world on every social. And by every social, I mean TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
What about Spotify and Apple Music?
Oh, Spotify and Apple Music.
And just a quick shout out to Little Debbie. You're the real Little Debbie in our eyes.
Yes,
So
Little
true.
Debbie.
We heart you, little Debbie.
All right, that's our joke for today. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.